Welcome back to Echobloom. I'm Skylar Funk, singer and main songwriter of the band Trapdoor Social. This series is meant to share a little bit about our process, ourselves, the origins of songs, and the stories of how they were made. For more, please follow Trapdoor Social on Instagram, support our Patreon, where content like this is always released first, and buy our music and merch at trapdoorsocial.com. Echobloom is the album that brought in our first record deal and was printed on our first vinyl. We're happy to reminisce and eager to share stories from its creation. Let's get into it. The story behind the lyrics of Control have to do with a relationship from a long time ago and my feeling of being trapped inside it. It was a loving relationship and almost everything that I needed. The core meaning were a bit of a message to someone with whom I had a beautiful relationship, but in the end was stuck with a feeling of being trapped in a monogamous relationship in general. The song has a wild energy in the chorus that felt like breaking out against a constraint, and a cool, simmering verse energy that felt like the ode that was due to the person who was putting up with me through this process of self-discovery. The major 2 chord was much thanks to that epic of writing with Andrew Remley. The long backing vocal that cooks under the pre-chorus, "It's up to you," that we perform live with 3 voices at least, forming a pad under the next line of the pre-chorus. And that bass line that comes in, doom, 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 is something that stands out as special to me. Another sonic element that happened in the studio with Kurt Schneider, who helped mix and finish this song, was the triangle that Grant played, that shimmering, driving, high-frequency ping that makes it a little extra delightful to my ears. And of course, the horn section that blasts the downbeats under the chorus. Beautiful horns played by Top Shelf Brass, Ben Asu and those guys in Riverside. Hugely grateful for their recording. The horn lines began with my Barry sax, and through remote collaboration in pandemic times, those guys recorded at their own studio and sent horns that Kurt Schneider could mix into the final version of this song. Some of this song was developed with producer Joaquin Pastor, a good friend of mine, and leader of the band James Supercave. We sat in Joaquin's little kitchen in Echo Park debating lyric ideas for the bridge, this anthem to being yourself and being true to your mission. The lyric ideas were debated by all of us, but that melody was Joaquin's, and we thought we should leave his voice in the recording to capture the energy that we felt while we were writing with him. This song hangs in the balance between this wild energy and this important relationship. In that pre-chorus, "It's up to you, don't let me tear your heart in two," it's a reminder that I don't just care about my freedom as a person, but also about the person that I'm talking to and loving and working with through this journey. The horns on the chorus are a firm and tasteful smack right on the downbeat. It was a huge pleasure to play that song live with Top Shelf Brass at the end of our West Coast tour for this album. I am often writing from the heart and writing from my own experience. I want to share my world with the listener, and therefore I share how my heart works. I feel so much love that it cannot be contained by traditional boundaries. My heart is bursting so much of the time, and this song came from a time in which my heart felt constricted by outside forces. That energy, that explosive burst of freedom, that sensation of flying that I feel in the chorus of this song came from the tension and release of freedom and restriction and confinement of my heart. At the core, that is the story of this song. Thanks for listening. Thanks as well to Bob and Lisa at Pasadena Records, who believed in Echobloom enough to print it on vinyl. Thanks to Bruce Rave, our manager, great radio host, and friend. Thanks to Merritt and Kurt and everyone who's ever recorded us, written or played with us, or seen us in concert. We couldn't do it without you. See you next time. Thanks as well to Bob and Lisa at Pasadena Records, who believed in Echobloom enough to print it on vinyl. Thanks to Bruce Rave, our manager, great radio host, and friend. Thanks to Merritt and Kurt and everyone who's ever recorded us, written or played with us, or seen us in concert. We couldn't do it without you. See you next time. Radio host and friend. Thanks to Merritt and Kurt and everyone who's ever recorded us, written or played with us, or seen us in concert. We couldn't do it without you. See you next time.